chasing magic, life's fantastic.
Did you know that if you went vegan for a whole year, you would technically save 198 animals' lives? That is what you have in your power to do, and that's incredible. So the turkey for your Christmas dinner probably had a really horrific story. They grow up in very cramped conditions, they get pumped full of drugs so they grow as quickly as possible, and because they grow mutilated, sometimes their legs break beneath them. Then they get sent to the slaughterhouse. When they get to the slaughterhouse, they get hung up by their legs, where their legs break if they haven't already broken, and then they get dunked into an electrified water tank. After that, they are dunked in scalding hot water to defeather them. But the really tragic thing is some of them aren't stunned before they go into the tank at that point, so they just burn alive basically. That's just horrible. So even if you are a well-meaning vegetarian and you had a vegetarian option for Christmas, if it contained any kind of eggs, then you were still contributing to a really cruel industry, one in which baby male chicks are discarded by either throwing them into gas chambers or throwing them alive into electric minsters, and they are ground alive. Even if you buy free-range eggs, actually the free-range industry is becoming so industrialized now that many of their practices are really slipping and contributing to overcrowding. So you can't even rely on free-range eggs anymore. And who woke up on Boxing Day and had a nice bacon sandwich with a lovely smell? You have just contributed to baby cutesy wootsy little male pigs being painfully castrated without any anesthetic. And I know, guys, you will feel that. And who hasn't been pigging out on chocolate this Christmas? Most of us have done. But I can tell you, if you have, then you've also contributed to a frightfully cruel industry where dairy cows are kept in a constant state of pregnancy. As soon as they have their children, they're taken away from them, when cows are very much like us and they like to bond with their children. So the mothers are very upset. The cows get taken away. The male cows go and get shot in the head pretty much straight away. The cows, once they've given birth, they are given hardly any time to recover, and then they're artificially inseminated to get pregnant again. And that is just so that they keep producing milk. So I hope the Queen watches this and she can think twice before she goes to add a little drop of milk into her tea. I know it's really uncomfortable to hear these things, and no one wants to hear them. But these things are happening and it's disgusting, and we are unaware of it, and we need to become aware. I think there's a really good argument for veganism, which is, in the past, very early days, we started as fruit pickers. We know that because of our opposable thumbs, and our teeth are perfect for eating fruit, and it goes through our digestive system real quick. Fruit is perfect. Then we went out to different parts of the world and we needed to survive. So with time, we adjusted ourselves through the evolutionary process to be able to digest meat, and that enabled us to live in many different places where we couldn't get that abundance of fruit. And so that was necessary for our survival at that point. But now we are living in a world that is filled with so many people, and there is no way that we can sustain all these people on the planet whilst eating meat, because it takes up so much land to put the cows on, and it takes up so much CO2 emissions that they fart out in the whole manufacturing of the process, whereas that field could be used to feed so many more people on a vegan diet. And so again, we are faced, for the benefit and for the survival of our species, we need to make a change to a plant-based diet. So this January, if you can't stick to your diet and to healthful living for your own sake, then please consider this bigger picture and try doing it for the sake of the animals, for the sake of future generations, as well as for the sake of yourself. The best place to do this is to sign up for Veganuary, and Veganuary is a challenge, veganuary.com, where people are signing up to just go vegan for 1 month. If you sign up for Veganuary, then I will offer you one-to-one support sessions, email guidance. I will offer you my ebook, which I have written, which gives you all kinds of vegan facts on health, nutrition, animal welfare, all the stuff that you might need to revisit to keep you motivated in the temptation times. I will also be giving you reading lists and documentaries to watch again to get you more educated. It's only for a month, but I really hope that people will continue with this lifestyle. Did you know that if you went vegan for a whole year, you would technically save 198 animals' lives? That is what you have in your power to do, and that's incredible. And that's only the animals' lives. That hasn't even touched on the amount of carbon emissions that you would be saving this planet. We've had such a warm Christmas in the UK this year. We really need to be thinking seriously about global warming and what we can do to reverse that. I feel so disenchanted with politics, but I know that being vegan is something that I can do for the planet, that I can stand up and I can be heard. Even if it's a silent hearing, I'm making my mark. So please, if you would like to volunteer, then message me or leave your comments in the box below, and I will get back to you, and I'll be really glad to have you on board. It is my New Year's wish to make as many people go vegan as possible, because I really honestly do think that this is how we are going to save the world. Okay. Heal the world, make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are animals dying, care enough for the living. Make a better place for you and for me. Okay, thank you very much for listening. I know it's been hard and I really appreciate it.